Well, hello to everyone out there in YouTube land. I hope that everybody is doing well. I'm doing fine myself. Thank you so much for asking. I am coming again with another canning video, canner video, pressure canner video. What I'm doing is like a test run for our new canner, pressure canner, and I'm doing it, as you can see, with water, just plain water. But I'm doing something else besides that. I'm doing a little bit of rebel canning. If you have never heard of rebel canning, that is doing everything besides what the standards are for canning, pressure canning, and or water bath canning in the United States, that is. So I am going to be, like I said, I need to, before I start pressure canning any foods, I want to test everything out, and I'm going to do it with water, of course, versus food, wasting any food. So I was thinking that vegetables, because I'm like that is this would be like a stock. I will follow the guidelines for stock or whatever, but that's like 35 minutes. Vegetables would be more. But I think I wanted to do it longer than 35 minutes, because I was thinking, oh, broth should be longer, but it's actually, of course, vegetables that will be longer. And I just may, but we'll see how things pan out. So, but the rebel part of it is going to be that I am, as you can see, this is an Atlas mason jar, which is not regulation in the canning world or whatever. And everything else, I have four regular ball mason jars or ball jars, ball canning jars. I have three wide and one regular, and of course the Atlas Mason is regular. And what I have in here, I have allowed my lids and bands to, I guess, sterilize and loosen up or soften the gum. I'm going to call it gum for lack of a better term right now, to loosen up or become soft. But the thing is, what I'm going to be doing, I have several or different jar lids here. So I have a 4 jar, which will be going on. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let me wipe the rims. Even though it's water, I did use, go through all of the steps. I don't want to do any steps that are wrong. I have my water in here. This is going to be like a raw pack because the water is cool. I've already placed a little vinegar in it. The water is cool, and the jars are also has cool water in them. Let me get my I'm going to wipe the rims of these, even though they may, need it, but I just want to go through the steps. I don't want to ever not do all of the steps, because that means that would really cause a failure down the road somewhere. So what I'm going to do is get wipe the rims and put my, what's-the-majigum down in the bottom of here. Give me a minute. Okay, so I've taken the time to put my jar rack in and wipe down the rims of the jars. And like I said, was getting ready to say, I was doing rebel canning. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to utilize, as you can see, this is not regulation. I'm going to use the jar lid that comes with that, and I'm also going to utilize a used lid. I just want to see if it's going to seal or not. This is a new Golden Harvest jar lid, and this is a new brand that just came out just recently, a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought it was they look like they would be really good. They're very sturdy and strong. I did get some bad ones in the batch, but overall, I'm just looking like, okay, these look like they could be really good jars, excuse me, jar lids. So pick those up. They were bad. These were also had some bad ones in it. So these two are new. Or these are going to be no, all three of these. Excuse me, all three of these are new lids, and of course, this is not new. Is that? Let me see what this is. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. It has which I never use or I don't use them for liquid things. But if it's something for dehydrated, I'll continue to might continue to use it. But anyway, I'm using this, and again, I have 2 used lids that I'm going to be using, and 3 new lids. I have a 4-jar, a Green Farms US, and a Golden Harvest. So let me see here, and I just want to place them on finger tight. This is not yeah, you see how the what's the jigum in the middle is? I said, oh wow, these should be some really good lids. I mean, they're very thick and whatnot. I mean, they're made in, I mean, a lot of people, they say, oh, something is made in, I mean, I'm not really concerned about where something is made. As long as it's well made, I'm good. And as long as it doesn't have anything in it that shouldn't be, some kind of strange chemical or something like that that could harm our food source or whatever. So tops are on. I'm going to, if you don't mind, give me a minute. I just want to be sure that the tops are on properly. Okay, so I've made sure that everything is tightened and the lids and the bands are on good. And you know what I just thought about it? Even these Golden Harvest lids were most of it was only 12 in the pack. I think I picked them up at a grocery store or something like that. No, I think I ordered them online. No, I think I ordered these online, yeah. And they were bad too. I mean, rubber everywhere. I was like, don't these people quality check these things before they go out? And like I said, even some of these were bad, and some of these were bad as well. So, yeah. But anyway, let's get these into the, it's upside down, Saida. Let's get these into the canner, and then we're going to get our get our canner, get it hot, and then once it's cranked up and it's good and hot and the steam starts to release from the valve, then we'll wait 10 minutes. Then we will put it at the proper altitude or whatever, and then we'll let it go. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go for the I think it would be 90 minutes, 75, well, it should be maybe about 75 to order 35, but let's just play it by ear. I'm a little tired. I had some things I needed to do, but overall, we'll see. And the difference between pressure canning also and a water bath canning is your water bath canner, you must have at least 2 inches of water over your remember they're bathing, they're going over the jars. with water, with pressure canning, this one has what's some jiggums measurements to show you it how far. So it should go. It should be like a fourth, a third, or I forgot how far. I'm sorry, guys. When I get tired, it's over. It's really over. But still, it's not supposed to go over. I saw someone who had went over, but you want enough water in so that the steam doesn't dry out, like especially if I'm going to do a 90 minute, a 75 minute, or whatever. But nonetheless, so we see that nothing is concaved, but let's see what everything is going to look like once we're done. So we have the rubber, or the gasket is in. I think this is wrong, Saida. Hold on. The gasket is in. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah. The gasket is in and looks okay. And that's another thing I was concerned about, because as far as the T-Fal is concerned, they say that their gasket, and it's really a flimsy gasket. I don't know if it's, I don't know the quality of it, but it's just the moving of it is what I mean. Is when I say it's flimsy. But it says that, sometimes you have to, depending on how much you utilize, I'm just putting the gauge on here, that you might have to, it might break on you or whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna be replacing these things all the time. I don't have time for that, but I think I might buy one. I need to look into it, because one person was saying that although they're not expensive, the shipping is expensive because they're out of country, but I'll check on that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just turn it all the way up, and once I get this, once it starts coming, I guess it either coming out of here or the steam out of here, because you see I have it on the steam. So once I start getting pressure built up, then let it just ride for 10 minutes. Then I will set my gauge and also watch this, and then also turn down my heat so that I can maintain a certain level. So anyway, once all of that occurs, I will come back and see and show you guys, maybe the steps. All right, I'll be back, or I might do a part 2 to this video. We'll see. All right. Okay, so we have steam releasing. It's actually releasing from 2 places, here and here. However, not as consistent. Oh, but it's making little noises and whatnot. So now I'm supposed to, just allow that to do its thing for 10 minutes. And after the 10 minutes, then I'll put it in place, put it on number 2. So let me, let me wait 10 minutes and I will come back. So this is now, even though you can't see it probably, it's been a continuous stream of steam for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to set the valve at 2. 2. And what's going to happen is it's boiling crazy in there, and it's going to come up to the same. So now it's going to come up to the same. They're going to correlate with one another. So I put it on 2 here, and now this gauge is going to read 2, and I'll come back once that does that. So I'm trying to do 2 things at one time. I'm trying to bake something and do this. So I do have it at the steady temperature. I have them both at 2, which is 10 pounds for my altitude. And I turned it down, and I decided I'm going to go for, I think it was 80. I was going to go 50, but I think I'm going to go for I'm going to push the limit and go for 80, 80 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to go for, I think it's 80 minutes. Could be less, but anyway, I'll let you know when I come back. So, I have turned it, the fire off. I turned it down low at first just so it wouldn't be such a jolt to its system. So I just turned it down a little bit, and then I turned it off. So now what I'm doing is allowing this gauge to come down to 0 or whatever. And once that happens, then I will release the steam. I'll release the steam from this valve here. So that'll be the next step, and then we'll wait about 10 minutes, and then I'll open the lid and remove the jars. And hopefully there's no draft in here because it is hot. I just turned the oven off because I baked some pumpkin peanut butter muffins or whatever. So anyway, I'll be back. Okay, scaredy cat. So the temperature has off, the gauge has gone back to 0. So what I'm going to do is see, nothing. I was trying to see if any steam would escape, but nothing has happened. So I believe I could fly. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm just going to, I don't know if I'm going to remove this or I'm just going to slide it. I think I'm just going to slide it for now. Let me see. I'm not supposed to do this one-handed. Give me a second here. Okay, the top is off and everything looks okay. I see the jars are still kind of cooking inside. You see the bubbles there. So I'm going to take it out. I was concerned about the temperature change because I had the oven on. I was baking something, then I was making rice right next to it. I had the fan on, anyway, it is well. But of course I turned the fan off just now, just so that I can, okay, let's see. Oh, you know what, let me check this. Okay, I was just going to make sure that this was not wet, because it was wet earlier. Okay, I don't have any pinging yet, but oh, I'm not even sure. That's some good clear broth. Oh, let me stop playing. So I went online to check as far as an extra gasket is concerned, and yes, they are so inexpensive. However, they do come from France, and the shipping is $15. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, if you're getting a couple of things or whatever. And it looks like it's, whoa, oh, shoes. Looks like it's pretty fast. It's like 3 to 5 days. But I don't know why they wouldn't have stuff right here, but whatever. Okay, last one. just trying not to let them bump against each other. Although one of their cautions said, "Don't worry about it, about them being close together or bumping." Now that is some clear broth, guys. Okay, so I'm waiting for some pings and some conclaves, but let me take my glasses off here so I can. Oh, okay. I don't think that one is down, but we'll see. I think that was 50, 80. About 80 minutes. Yeah, about 80 minutes. So I'm going to listen for pings or whatever, and I'll come back tomorrow, I guess. I'm going to cover these too, so I'm not going to just leave them out like this. I'm going to cover them. As a matter of fact, let me cover them right now, so that the temperature will be a very natural come down. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me and doing my little Rebel Can test run. What do you think? Who do you think you think everything is going to seal? Because remember, I used a used lid, and I used this this Atlas Mason. But otherwise, this is 4 jars, Golden Harvest and Green Farms US, which is a new company. So hopefully I'll hear some pinging, but like I said, I'll come back tomorrow just to show you what really goes on. However, if I don't get around to editing this video, you'll just get it piece by piece by piece. Anyway, love you guys. I'm getting ready to eat me some beans and rice and have me a muffin. I made pumpkin peanut butter muffins, and some have Demerara sugar on top and some have praline pecans. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.